Peace Reflections, good energy to all. So in this video I just wanted to give a little bit of a situational update. It's been about a month since I made a video or since I've been into my YouTube account, so I just went in for the first time in a month and check some things out, and just want to say thanks to all my subscribers and everybody leaving very positive, beautiful comments. I really appreciate it. I feel, I'm always trying to do better and be better, and because of that I'm always aware of, when I don't do as well as I feel I should, as well as at least as well as I feel I could do. And I'd like to get back quicker, but I had to. It just wasn't right. I had to take a break, So yeah, during the break, things, I was still continuing to do work on my parents' house here. We've got another offer actually on it. We've had to lower the price drastically because just actually from whenever you go to buy a house, there's home inspectors who come, and the original home inspectors we had that came to see this house, either they just didn't do their job right. They didn't tell us certain things about the house, and once the last person who attempted to buy the house, they hired their own home inspector, and they found out that there was a couple faults that are pretty significant. So that seems to be the main cause as to why it's taken so long to sell. But since learning that information, we've now adjusted the price and it's reduced, and so we've got an offer, and it might go through. But anyway, my work there is pretty much done. I have a few chores I take care of, in the house and stuff. But I have a lot of free time now. I really do. And then I haven't had any alcohol or beer in a week, and this is my first day not smoking marijuana. I feel good about things. I really do. But in order for me to, I'm not gonna lie, like this past month, before a week or so, things, I definitely indulged into my lower self quite extremely. Drinking about a case of beer a day, and eating some processed, no meats, but definitely got into some processed foods and cheeses and stuff. And I don't want to go into any serious details, but I could feel my voice, literally my vibrational frequency dropping, like significantly. I started watching programs on Netflix and television and talking about things that are of lower self, are of base, the general baseness of America. It's nothing against them or anything, but it is what it is. To me, it holds, really no interest other than how to change it, or to help people see things differently and move to a divine, higher vibrational, frequency, level of living. So, I had to feel that. I had to really, I had to go through, slipping up and, being a consumer and getting sick and feeling fat. I gained probably like 15 pounds. I've lost a little bit this past week, but just gross, just grossness, just seeing myself fall apart. And, I guess part of me was questioning, is this me? Is this really my fate, just to be some, whatever parasite, lower vibrational being that just wants to feed and fill its void with any type of toxin or indulgence that comes around. I mean, that's a bit extreme, but that's kind of where I felt like I was starting to get back to again. And the demons that come around, they come at you at night. It's just the type of thoughts. And then what I really started to notice is, like, when you really do start to indulge, like, I was starting to get like thoughts that I don't even think about. They would just pop into my head. Like, it's just like, oh, do this, or you see something on the screen and some type of a desire will come over you. It's like, why am I even thinking about that? That's not me, but like just knowing and feeling these thoughts come to me, it made me realize how people do change, how people really do turn into these, vampires, or just horribly parasitic individuals that, have lost touch with a higher vibrational reality, with love of themselves, and love of the earth, and love of other people, and love of being healthy and positive and beautiful, and not physically, but just spiritually, emotionally. You know, and I start to feel myself lose that, and I start to feel myself getting drawn into other categories of things and areas and lanes, and you know, then I have a powerful imagination, so then my imagination goes off into all these other different things, and the conclusion was that it was not me. Like, I'm so disgusted by it. I started having dreams about seeing like parasitic things coming out of my body, and you know, my sleep apnea. I used to have sleep apnea. I started to feel that coming back, and it was like, this is not me. Like, this is just crazy, and it's just craziness, you know. But I had to go back into my own hell to wake up, to slap myself in the face, to be like, yo, this is real. Like, there's serious consequences for the things that you do, especially I feel when you get to a certain level where you know a lot, you know, and you choose not to follow your higher self once you come into contact with it. Then there's no ignorance. You can't plead ignorance. I mean, you knew better. You knew better, and you chose not to wise up. You know, and I was starting to feel the repercussions of that. And for anybody who's gotten troubles with anything, you know, in the consumption, indulgence areas, you know, all I can say is it's an alley that, you know, a lot of us have to go through. But, you know, just know that things will change. You can change them, and as soon as you get on the healing wagon, and as soon as you really embrace the love of yourself and of, you know, just the ethereal energy that's all around you all the time, once you're able to tap into it, but to know that it is there, you know, because when you're really sick, you can't really tap into it, you know, with all that much, you know, intensity or ability. But, you know, once you turn over that you turn the other cheek and you start doing right, like, you'll be amazed how quickly the rejuvenation will come to you. It really will, but you really got to discard all that other stuff, and you have to do it with a mindset that's true to your heart, not for somebody else or for anything else like that, but for you and you alone. And don't blame anybody else, because we all are our own creators of this reality. So I chose all the decisions I made, and you know, I take full responsibility, as I do with my healing. You know, and because of that, you know, I can feel myself getting much better quickly. Like, the soul wants to grow better. It doesn't want to decay. It doesn't want to go down. But and I think that's why we have so much power against us. And there's so many spells, and you know, Babylon is full of temptations. And you know, I'll continue doing more videos and all this stuff because I've been thinking about it a lot. But I mean, the temptations are everywhere. They're so subtle, and they're also very obvious, especially if you have eyes to see. But they are everywhere. And they have to be everywhere, because the human soul, life itself, has such a strong propensity to grow and to love and to be good and to help others and to share that light and to reflect that light, you know. So it's got to have some type of a force. I mean, it's, you know, I don't want to get too deep into this video because I'm just getting back into making videos again, but you know, just remember, as soon as you want to jump on that getting right wagon, you know, there's always going to be your higher self there to meet you there with open, warm, loving arms. All right? So with that being said, I love myself, and organize a good day. All right. Bye.